Your caffeine habit is the thing that's keeping you average. This isn't going to be a motivational video. I'm not going to talk to you about waking up earlier, pushing harder, or trying to become some productivity machine. I'm going to show you something much more practical. How the way that you're currently using caffeine might be flattening your focus, your training, your sleep, and your next day energy. Not because caffeine is bad, because you're probably using a powerful tool completely wrong. Here's the loop, and we talk about this all the time. You wake up tired, so you reach for caffeine immediately just to feel normal. You can get through the morning, and then your energy dips in the afternoon, so you reach for more caffeine. If you've not been topping up all morning anyway. That gets you through the day, but now caffeine is going to be active for way longer than you realise. Your sleep gets lighter, recovery takes a hit, and then you wake up tired again. Then you need caffeine earlier and harder the next day, just to try and feel normal again. That loop can make a disciplined person feel average. And it's not because they lack effort. It's because their recovery is being taxed every single night. So if you actually care about your performance, here's the bit that most people miss. Caffeine absolutely can improve performance. It can sharpen focus, reduce reaction times, and help you through hard sessions and long days. But performance isn't about what you can force today. Performance is about what you can repeat every single day. If the caffeine you're going to drink today is going to disrupt the sleep, you've not created energy, you've just borrowed it from tomorrow. And like anything borrowed, you need to pay it back at some point, and that's usually the next morning, where you wake up absolutely knackered, reaching for caffeine as soon as your eyes open. So what can you do about it? Well, luckily, the mechanism is actually really simple. Caffeine has a half-life of around 5 to 6 hours. That means half of what you drink is still active in your system around 5 to 6 hours later. So if you drink a coffee or a pre-workout in the late afternoon, you might not feel wired at bedtime, but believe me, half of that caffeine is still active in your system and it's going to disrupt your sleep. That matters because deep sleep is where the repair actually happens. This is where all your recovery is going to come in. Training adaptation, emotional regulation, memory consolidation, all of this depends on the night before. So what you're looking at as a short-term performance boost is actually costing you in the longer term. That's a trade, and it's a trade that you're making most likely without even realizing. If you want to fix it, it's not about becoming anti-caffeine. The fix is to stop using caffeine reactively. Know the dose, know the time, and know the bedtime that you're trying to protect. If you want caffeine for some deep work, place it before the activity, not during, and not as some kind of savior that's going to help you get through it halfway through. You need to time that caffeine before it actually starts to reap the benefits. If you want it for training, again, you need to understand the timing. You also need to understand the dose. Most people are taking caffeine for their strength sessions, but don't understand that they're getting the dosing completely wrong. A slight dip in your energy shouldn't be treated as another grab for caffeine. It's completely normal for your energy to wax and wane slightly, but if caffeine introduces huge peaks and crashes, it's not normal. For most people, the better move is a bit of food, maybe a walk, and just drink some water. You can accept for one day that you had a bad sleep, and you don't need to prop yourself up with loads of stimulants. We're going to take you through a full 7-day caffeine reset. We've built the guide and it's available to you now. If you want access to it, you can join our email list. It's only available throughout July. If this video resonated with you, the next thing to watch is how much caffeine is actually in a normal day. Timing does matter, but you need to understand what you're consuming first. It's on screen now. You can go and watch it here.